I'm not gonna lie, I thought owning a restaurant would be easier.
When YouTube titan Jimmy Donaldson, better known as MrBeast, decided to get into the fast food business, no one expected things to go sour so quickly. Here are 10 reasons why MrBeast Burger failed in 2023.
For an unorganized restaurant full of people that have no idea what they're doing, I'd say we're doing pretty good.
Are you sure about that?
MrBeast is suing himself?
Money for you, you better come get a Beast Burger.
Okay, let's start with the elephant in the room. When MrBeast teamed up with Virtual Dining Concepts to start a virtual burger chain in 2020, the future looked bright. Boy, how things can change, and fast. Less than 3 years into the partnership, Jimmy Donaldson filed a lawsuit against the partner company, which handles most of the back end of MrBeast Burger. So basically, MrBeast is suing MrBeast Burger. The allegations are that Virtual Dining Concepts has damaged MrBeast's reputation by failing to uphold quality, resulting in a breach of contract, among other things. Virtual Dining Concepts has said that they may countersue, alleging that MrBeast gave untruthful and misleading statements and failed to publicly support the brand.
How could you do this to me, Jimmy?
In the face of all this litigation, we're sure there will be many more developments in the Who Ruined MrBeast Burger saga. Lawsuits are never good for business, so stay tuned for all the developments surrounding this strange case when it eventually goes to trial.
Comment down below if you've ever worked in fast food. It's stressful.
No brick-and-mortar stores.
The future.
There are so many reasons that a restaurant can fail. Bad product, bad service, and just overall bad connotations can ruin a company faster than a raw burger. But more on that later.
Whoa, dude, spoiler alert!
One of the most simple tenets of a fast food restaurant is actually, having a restaurant. MrBeast Burger decided when they launched in 2020 that they would not actually have any storefronts where people could buy their food. Instead, they decided to go with a delivery-only method that caused people to tear their hair out. This meant that if you were hungry for MrBeast Burger, you would have to go online and place an order. This order would then be prepared in various ghost kitchens across the country and conveyed to a third-party source like Postmates, Grubhub, or Uber Eats, which would then be responsible for delivering your food to you. Well, the more steps you add to a simple transaction like this, the more likely you are to have screw-ups. People complained loudly and often about their Beast Burgers arriving cold, late, or sometimes not even arriving at all. What's so wrong about going to sit down at a restaurant and enjoying food that's handed over the counter? MrBeast has only recently opened a physical location at the American Dream Mall in New Jersey, which didn't even come close to serving all the interested parties. Much like the pending lawsuit, I guess we'll just have to wait and see what the future holds for MrBeast Burger storefronts.
How much money have you given away at the window?
A lot.
I'm going broke!
Ghost kitchen dilemmas.
And that used to be the most popular pill mill in Michigan. Now it's a ghost kitchen.
What even is a ghost kitchen? To put it simply, a ghost kitchen is a kitchen without the dining room experience. This concept became popular starting in 2020, with delivery sometimes being the only option. The general agreement is that the ghost kitchen will contract with a food supplier with the idea that they will totally handle production. This keeps overhead for the brand low while still allowing the company preparing the food to share a piece of the revenue for their hard work in the kitchen. However, this was not always the case when it came to MrBeast Burger. Many kitchens contracted with the brand to become purveyors of their dishes, but there were a few imposters that slipped in. Ghost kitchens that claimed to be sellers of Beast Burger were actually found to never have existed at all, resulting in canceled orders and frustrated customers. Oftentimes, orders were delayed and often prepared in a manner that was not consistent with the product Jimmy Donaldson expected to be served to customers. In response, there were a large swath of people that believed the brand to be a scam, much to the dismay of its creator.
Brother, I sense you are feeling trapped and desperate.
First time here? Well, become an official BabbleTopper by taking a quick second to hit that subscribe button. Now, more MrBeast Burger. No marketing budget.
I also like to live dangerously.
MrBeast has a tremendous reach with his YouTube channel. Every time he posts a video, it goes out to around 100 million subscribers, and that's just on his main channel. However, of the views that are garnered from this channel, a large portion of them are kids and young adults, and they're not exactly the breadwinners of their house. That means that these kids might be excited about MrBeast's new ventures and rush to download the app, but we're guessing that most of you will not be getting out your phone to order a MrBeast MrBeast Burger. It turns out that MrBeast has sunk exactly $0 into the marketing budget surrounding his brand, instead banking on interest through his videos. That means that if you don't watch MrBeast or simply don't care about influencer products, then you probably never even knew MrBeast Burger was a thing. This is not great for brand awareness. You certainly won't see any commercials for MrBeast Burger, but would it be too much to ask for a few banner ads on websites to let the people know? I mean, who first brought MrBeast Burger to your attention? Did they give a glowing recommendation, or was it rather just a remark in passing? We'd be willing to guess the latter. Unfortunately, you need butts in seats, or orders on doorsteps in the case of MrBeast Burger, if you want to make money in the food industry. And MrBeast Burger is having real trouble with this fundamental pillar of the fast food game.
That could be a real headache.
Photos of a raw burger surface.
It's not cooked, Jane, it's raw.
I do not mind.
Raw burgers being served to a customer can be an absolute nail in the coffin for a restaurant. If you can't keep your diners safe by offering properly handled and prepared food, then what are you even doing? So imagine MrBeast's dismay when a picture surfaced of a customer being served a burger that was completely raw inside. This wasn't a light pink. This was a pure, uncooked, bloody-looking raw hamburger on a bun. The photo surfaced on Twitter, now known as X, and MrBeast was once again doing damage control. Not only have photos of raw burgers been seen circulating online, but one food that you absolutely cannot eat raw, chicken, has been known to fly out of MrBeast Burger ghost kitchens. And the YouTube star was forced to admit this is not the standard he was aiming for. Chicken tartare, anyone? No thanks.
That is not good at all.
Not worth the price.
You're not worth it.
Good food is good food. Sometimes the only thing stopping us from eating delicious food every day is the price. With inflation affecting everything, including food prices, it's becoming harder and harder for families to justify eating out. So when people decide to splurge on a purchase for a little comfort, they want to get what they pay for. This is apparently not the case with MrBeast Burger. Consumers have largely agreed that the price point is simply not justified based on the quality of food that lands on your doorstep. $10 for a burger combo means that the food should at least be edible, and some fans are claiming that that's just not the case. Say what you want about McDonald's and all the other fast food chains, but they have been successful in cultivating a level of consistency with their food, and even still offer cheaper alternatives for those not looking for combo meals or extravagant specialty sandwiches. MrBeast Burger does not have any of this consistency, and that means that people are less and less inclined to turn to the virtual chain for a meal. Come on, maybe think about setting up a value menu? Until then, the burger is not worth the bite.
Yeah, I'm regretting it now.
Supply chain issues.
Stock up quick! Go, 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 go!
One of the most underrated aspects of the food industry is having a solid supply chain. This means that fresh, quality ingredients are delivered on a regular basis to all the locations that prepare the food. This has been a major point of contention with MrBeast Burger, as many of the kitchens contracted to prepare the food have been hit by slow and inconsistent supply issues.
Oh my god, guys. Night and day difference.
If there's no beef or burger patties, it becomes very difficult to run a burger joint, and unfortunately, that seems to be a major issue plaguing the brand. It has fallen on many of these ghost kitchens to source their own ingredients out of their own pocket, and this has created a nightmare for reimbursement in the supply chain. If you buy 50 heads of lettuce out of your own pocket, how long do you think it'll take to get your money back from a company that can't even deliver cooked burgers to its patrons? This has been hanging around the neck of the fast food restaurant like the proverbial albatross, and has caused many of these kitchens to default on their contracts, leaving customers and chefs alike understandably angry. A good recipe is great and all, but don't undervalue the ingredients that work together to make that recipe a reality.
We're going from reality to reality.
Inconsistent product.
This is going a lot different than I pictured it.
A hamburger is a hamburger is a hamburger. From Burger King to Wendy's or McDonald's to Five Guys, you can pretty much guarantee that wherever you're enjoying your fast food, the company that's selling it to you has a rigorous standard of consistency applied across the board. This means that a Big Mac in the US should taste much the same as a Big Mac made anywhere else in the world. Such is not the case with MrBeast Burger. Along with the supply chain issues and less than ideal food rolling out of the kitchen, customers can't seem to agree whether or not the food is actually any good. Opinions vary from region to region, and this is largely due to the kitchens in which the food is made. Different chefs bring different experience levels and techniques to the table, and unlike McDonald's or the other famous fast food chains, there is no company-wide standard for the food that comes from MrBeast Burger. People who reportedly had pleasant experiences in one area sing a totally different song when visiting another, and this is not a good thing when you're trying to nail down the weaknesses of your business. Maybe someday we'll get a true gold medal standard in respect to MrBeast Burger, but until that day, we can confidently say that if you're looking for a good old-fashioned hamburger, there's 100 other places that do it better than MrBeast Burger.
You want some Burger King?
Lackluster Fries.
Do we sell French fries?
It's true that a good order of fries can make or break a fast food chain, and in the case of MrBeast Burger, it appears that this simple yet delicate process has the brand stumped. MrBeast's seasoned crinkle-cut fries were all teed up to be a big hit for the online chain, but theory and practice are two different things. These fries are absolutely doused in seasoning. Things like paprika, onion powder, chili powder, and some sort of strange lime seasoning all go hand in hand to make these fries an absolute spice bomb. Diners say that the lime is incredibly overpowering, so much so that you can't even taste the potatoes that the fries are made from. This simple feat is a bit of an indicator that MrBeast Burger is having trouble with the simplest of fast food staples. While some people rave about the beast-style fries, a play on In-N-Out's animal style, the bedrock of these fries was built on a shaky foundation. It remains to be seen if the chain can shirk these preconceived notions about their product, but we're sure that all the fast foodies will be there to try the new formula if MrBeast Burger turns things around and makes waves in the industry.
You could learn from that, Dad.
Your chicken is not safe.
Handling raw chicken? Best part of the job. Finger licking good.
While burger may be in the name, MrBeast Burger also has a line of chicken sandwiches on offer to their customers. Unfortunately, these chicken sandwiches have been making headlines, and not in a good way. Various publications and social media users found that the chicken was coming up short. MrBeast's Nashville Hot Chicken Tender Sandwich was the first to find itself in the crossfire. Nashville Hot Chicken is one of the most beloved culinary creations to come out of Tennessee, and people are incredibly serious about it. Food wars have been fought over the level of spiciness, the cut of chicken, and even whether or not the sandwich should come topped with pickles. Diners have stated that whatever MrBeast Burger was attempting to recreate here, it's not even close to the Nashville hot chicken that people are accustomed to.
It's decent. It tastes like if you took ketchup and Nashville hot seasoning, which is probably what they did.
There's usually a complex flavor associated with this particular dish, and unfortunately, MrBeast Burger has missed the mark. Where you should be able to taste the chicken and spices together in conjunction, MrBeast Burger diners report that this sandwich is just plain spicy. The heat knocks out all other flavor profiles, making it easy to pass up if you're looking for a classic rendition of this culinary innovation. This is just another reason why MrBeast Burger failed in 2023. So let's just see what the future brings, if there is a future for MrBeast Burger.
Go make some burgers! Go! We need help!
We've got more. Just tap or click on another video, then hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell.